All right, what's up, guys? This is Naruto Blazing. All right, this is my first my vidcast, rather I should say. But anyway, this actually isn't my first, but we're gonna go ahead and declare it as it is. This is my first for this channel that is actually going up. Previous ones that I tried to put up did not work for whatever reason. I haven't investigated too much yet, but I will pretty soon. Um, but for now, know that I am a mid-level gamer on this game. Mid-level meaning I have not really completed all the tasks, all the go-tos and everything on this game, but I have done a decent amount of work. Now, granted, I'm doing this for the pro players as well as the newcomer gamers. To all you newcomers out there, I'll give you hints on whether you need to summon this or whether you don't need to summon that. First, before we dive on in, I'll explain everything I'm trying to do here. This vid, the purpose of it, I'm going to go through story guiding, the emergency mission, trial mission, Phantom Castle, and the Ninja Road, as well as the Ninja World Ultimate Showdown. But first, before I do the whole nine, I'll show you guys the summoning banner. Now, everybody gets a free once daily summon banner. On this summon banner, you get 14 summons, and then it resets. With the 14th supposedly supposed to be a guaranteed nice summon. Now, when I say nice summon, there's levels of nice summons. This nice summon will be something that could probably get you going. That could get you a decent squad to do some pretty decent damage and to get done with a few challenges. Excuse that post. Put that on the mute. Sorry about that. Anyway, you get 14 of these. It's free one time. You could do it once per day though. But my advice, try them as much as you can. Try them as much as you can. It's free. Why not? If you're new, go for it. Now, if you're like me currently instead of the beginning me, and you've already had like I don't know, say pretty much all of the banners of the people that they're putting on the summon banners, then you go ahead and you leave it alone. This was the most important topic just today. It just came out today. The last summoning banner for this year for the Blazing Bash. You have Kaguya, the one who was the one who started it all, pretty much. Yeah, sorry my language. I'm kind of excited about this one. Not this summoning banner, but this video podcast. I'm sorry. The reason why I'm kind of hyped on this summoning banner, is simply because it's awesome for Blazing Bash. It's awesome. I'll say it because of her abilities. I mean, Murderous Bone Ash. That one alone, and also the character traits that she has. I don't have her currently. I would like to, but I'm going to save on getting her until later, and I'll explain why later on throughout the vid. But yeah, she's pretty awesome. If you get her and you get her second ability, you'll understand why she's so OP. But at the same time, she's only great for PvP. And when I say PvP, for newcomers, this means player versus player. And you do this in the Ninja Ultimate World Showdown, which I will explain later in the video. Now, this is the Tsunade that I just summoned for prior to last week. She has awesome abilities. She's awesome for PvE. Newcomers, she's great. Without a doubt, the hardest hitter on the game right now. She is the hardest hitter, single-handedly. I can show you her stats later, but that'll be in another video. just to make sure you guys understand exactly how awesome she is. Okay? All right? Now, this Sasuke was strictly pretty much put up for the samurai units, and there is a collective amount of samurai units on this game of Blazing right now, as of so far. But yeah, you pretty much, unless you just one of those people that's like, oh, I have to have every different type of unit that they have on this game. I don't suggest something on this one. Save your pearls. Save your pearls. And also for the newcomers, forgot to mention, top right corner, those are the pearls. There's the amount of pearls that you have, and the amount that, pearls that you have equals the amount that you can kind of summon. That lets you know that. Easy peasy. They explain that at the beginning of the game, but just in case, you didn't get that memo, now you know. Yeah, this was for the 27 million celebration Blazing Festival, which, yeah, if you want my opinion on it, it was pretty much trash to me. It was a bait to me. It was nothing but a bait to kind of, grind as hard as you could. Excuse me, sorry about that. It was just a bait to grind as hard as you could for almost no reason at all. For me, I kind of grinded for certain other few things, which I'll explain in later videos. I grinded for an acquisition stone. But yeah, I'll describe what those are later. But yeah, I grinded for acquisition stones, and they came out pretty nice. Now, on these lower banners here, you have a better chance of, well, you have a lower chance of getting the unit that you wish for. The drop rates for them, absolutely just horrendous. Just horrendous for this. You have a better chance of becoming president of the United States than just summoning on this banner and getting the actual unit that you're trying to get off this banner. This is very, very, very unlikely. But I'll show you just to be on the safe side, just to show you, just to be funny here. But this is how the summon banner looks, just to keep you from spending pearls. See, yeah. And you get this here. Now, if it comes in a gray or if it comes in a red, it basically shows you that, hey, look, this is a trash banner. That's a trash unit. So you don't want to try doing that. But anyway, back to the main part of this. This is sorry, tongue twister. But this part right here is the story and guided. This mode right here for Blazing has 2 different modes. There have been new chapters added for both, but if you want my opinion, play them solely for the pearls. Don't worry about the story mode. Sure, the story modes are nice, but yeah, there's tons of pearls in these. If you're like me and you're very short on cash to get pearls, do this. Do this as much and as often as possible, because it really does amount to a whole lot, and it helps. It really does help. Checking this out, you get 5 golden pearls for every one you do. The whole 9. It's really awesome. You love it. Trust me. Emergency mission. Now, these emergency mission, which I will surely take on in the next video, has a whole lot of mission opportunities that can give you a lot of pearls. Now, not only do they give you pearls, they give you things that are very necessary. The ramen, the scrolls, which are very, very useful. You can use those to level up certain units and to kind of get your experience up on certain units as well, which you can blaze the awaken them as well, which I'll explain in another video. And also shouts out to anyone who's to all my newcomers. If you need any advice on the new missions or anything like that, please put a comment up under. I'll explain express my gratitude, and I'll explain is the best way I can, so you can get caught up and you can, kind of know exactly what's going on. Because if you were like I was when I first started this game, you had no idea what the freak was going on when this game started. You pretty much are in the dark, and I'd very much like to help you. Just make sure you like and subscribe. Send a comment below, and I'll surely post every single bit of information that I need to help you out. Every question that you're asking, I'll try to answer it. But also, back to the point at hand. These are the trial missions. Now, the trial missions are pretty good, but they're good on certain levels. Trial missions, you do receive pearls off these. But the trial missions are more so if you're trying to limit break your units. Now, limit breaking is all about once you max out the level of your unit, but they have an ability to go farther than their max. So, any unit that has a limit breaking ability, you can boost their attributes to level 150. And once at level 150, they're pretty much at their max, their ultimate. But anywho, yeah, there's that. You do the trial missions for those if you need to. You also have Phantom Castle. And Phantom Castle is not available right now because of everything that's happened, that's been going on. But once it opens up, I'll show you. Pretty much it's a battle thing. You try it you have 3 attempts in order to defeat enemies. And during each attempt, you defeat an enemy that is at a higher level than you. You gain points, and the objective of the Phantom Castle is to get to the number 1 spot. And once you get to the number 1 spot, you get trophies, you get tons of gifts and prizes upon the game, which are very useful. And you also have a chance to get a new unit, which is one of the main prizes of that mode. Now we're going on to Ninja Road. Ninja Road is personally one of my favorites, and I will do that in another video soon. But yeah, the Ninja Road is primarily about facing a level of 10 maps. And during these 10 maps, there's no restarting point. You can't restart from where you were last time. There's no save spot in it. There's 10 supposedly difficult maps. And during these maps, you have to encounter foes and actually beat them as you would in like a regular mission. It's just extended to 10 maps. And like I love on these Ninja Road maps, the first 3 are pretty good. They're they're pretty much good for you to gather up your chakra, to get your body and your elemental, units on par to get their chakra stored up for their ultimates or their secret combos. And you take on the other 7, with your strategies on hand. This one you have to use as many strategies as you can, or the best strategy possible to beat the Ninja Road. And once you beat it, you get the awards. Now, this is what I meant by the acquisition stone. The acquisition stone is good for duping your characters. And when I say duping, I mean multiplying their abilities, adding on abilities to each character, in which I will explain in another video surely soon. But yes, you get tons of rewards like this one right here. I haven't done that just yet. I was waiting to put up a video about the Ninja Road on getting the rewards for these. I'll do it on a different time. But yes, that's Ninja Road. Also, forgot to show one more thing. You get a team setup. And on this team setup, you see you get 3 teams. Doesn't matter how much they cost. You can set up your teams however you need to. And they really do come in handy amongst this Ninja Road. Now, you're only allowed to use 1 team per battle. It swaps over after that 1 team has died. But, you swap back and forth as need be. I'll definitely give it a deeper explanation, or you'll be able to see an example once I do a video on Ninja Road pretty soon. But yeah, just to give you an overview. Um, but yeah, also this is the last but not least. This is the Ninja World Ultimate Showdown. Now, Ninja World Ultimate Showdown right now is having what's known as a qualifier league. Qualifier league is an event to where you start off at the basics. You start off at the bottom. Everyone starts off at the bottom, no matter how long you've been on here, and no matter how much you've done on the last one. Everyone starts off at zero. You start off as a E, and you have to work your way up to an S10. Now, you granted right now they're giving you a time slot. They're always going to give you a time slot on it, but during this time slot you have a total of what's normal to be 7 days or less. But you have to use those time slots to get to actually beat as many other players as you can to level up all the way to S10. Now, once you get to S10, you won't be able to go any higher than that because that'll be the limit, and you'll also have your qualifications to get into the qualifier league. Now, once you qualify, you get into what's known as the Kage League. Now, once you get into the Kage League, you're battling against other players who have entered in the Kage League for what will be the grand prize. What this grand prize is, this Kage League, I cannot tell you just yet, but I will tell you once I dive on in and do a video about it. All right, but I do believe that explains every single basic detail of the game right now. On the surface. Now I can go deeper into it later on another video. Please like and subscribe. Explain or leave a comment of anything you need any further questions answered on, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. All right, guys. Peace.